Men have no role now as women prove to be better at everything. There is no reason to help our modern-day, strong, independent, don't need no man narcissistic women. Just like they monetize love and affection, it's time to put a fee on any assistance they may require.
In this day and age, if a woman was in danger on the street or something like that, I would also not help them. That is white knight behavior. I've seen a lot of men who lost their lives for saving women from danger or getting charged for sexual assault after saving the women. This avoidance movement from men reminds me of how a bunch of firms and other institutions were in hot water in the wake of the Me Too movement. The controversy was how men were avoiding female co-workers because they were scared it would bite them in the ass later. So when things like women being booked a business trip hotel room on a different floor, drinks after work with only men, and a rise in male apprenticeship happened, women screamed foul at that too. I mean, who can blame men for just wanting no part of it and just wanting to play it safe by not being in some woman's warpath? You lash out with unbridled anger and people will naturally want to avoid you. I get that men and women need to work on a healthy platonic relationship, but at the same time, I don't blame men for wanting to distance themselves from potential disaster as much as possible. Did you know that according to feminism, a man looking at a woman is the male gaze, a man talking to a woman is mansplaining or manterrupting, and a man speaking his mind is guilty of having a monologue? I'm not joking, look up those terms. By avoiding women, we're giving them what they want. So what's the problem? Everybody wins. I guess that's the problem. They don't want men getting what men want, even if they want the same thing. They only want to harm us. Men, go your own way. Men are also way less likely to offer medical assistance or do CPR for the same reason. We've created a fear, quote-unquote, culture that harms women. I went to an emergency health training recently, and one of the subjects was how to use an AED, automated external defibrillator, properly. A key point is that it comes with 2 special stickers you have to put on 2 very specific key locations on the body. For men, chest hair can be an issue, so they usually come with a razor. For women, the bra needs to go. Not just because of obstruction, but because a lot of them have metal inside which will fuck up the system. You can imagine that in real-life situations a lot of women die who could be saved by one of these devices because nobody dares get rid of the bra. As stupid as that is, logically speaking, every man knows exactly what I'm talking about. Save her life and risk being branded forever when she charges you for sexual assault, or let her go. Aside from women, the man has some sort of relationship with mother, sister, and wife. I certainly don't believe men have any duty to help women just because they are women in modern times. The social contract that once existed between men and women no longer exists. I personally knew a man who was stabbed to death because he tried to stop a physical altercation between a man and a woman in public. I believe he made a foolish choice and shouldn't have involved himself. The days when a man should give up his seat on a lifeboat or take any risk to his safety, peace, or freedom to aid a random woman are long in the past. It seems that over the past 10 years, more and more women have started using the word creepy to describe any man they don't like. I understand that some guys act creepily, but if a guy's appearance or mannerisms happen to make you feel uneasy, that's your problem, not theirs. As long as they aren't bothering you, you really don't have the right to disparage them to your girlfriends or co-workers as soon as they leave the room. Men are making an extra effort to appear non-threatening and neutral in their dealings with women due to the current anti-male societal atmosphere. The hardest part about being a guy and getting called creepy is that it is impossible to defend yourself. How in the world are you meant to show that you are not weird when a group of bullying female co-workers claim you are? The word creepy has a very bad connotation in today's society since it conjures up ideas of a peeping Tom or someone like Harvey Weinstein. Can you imagine the outrage if someone pointed out that the worst offender at work, who overuses the creepy tag, is actually quite overweight herself? Women are not exempt from being creepy too. I've had a few encounters with strange ladies, ranging from ex-lovers who hounded me to extremely possessive girlfriends who chained me to a bed after I had dozed off. Before she let me go, I had to spend a good hour telling her that I loved her and that there were no other women. Calling a guy creepy at random, or when he hasn't done anything to you, is equivalent to the guys in the office calling you a hoe. Now comes the fun part of wondering who has heard of this rumor, who believes it, and what in the world you can do to clear your name. The majority of the time when I hear these women call a guy creepy, I tend to notice that they're referring to his approaching them or making an attempt to flirt. But at least in the situations I've seen, it is hardly ever used when a man they find attractive tries to flirt with them. To add insult to injury, the concerned female would occasionally make fun of the innocent creep in front of her friends or the entire social group, causing him to lose his good name. I don't understand why this is necessary just because a shy or unattractive man took a chance and approached a woman, especially if he did it respectfully. Although I agree that fat shaming is harsh and society has expressed moral outrage about it, I fail to understand why it is any better to condemn someone for lacking attractiveness or social skills. Because some of these men might be on the lower end of the spectrum or a little sluggish, it is debatably possible that it is ableist as well. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.